Hey, good morning, and thank you for watching Christian Adama channel. And on this channel, I talk about entrepreneurship, leadership, happiness in general, and the way we should pursue and achieve financial independence, and especially for immigrant like myself. It's not just immigrant, but immigrant, first generation immigrant, because when you are a first generation immigrant that left everything behind and go to a foreign country, whether it be in America or any other country where you live in, but it's not your home country, you don't face challenges, you don't face crisis like people who are born in that country. So talking about America, like where I am and where I came 7 years ago as a first generation immigrant, so I can understand, especially those of you that are first generation immigrant and mostly being like a gig workers and having kind of job that do not give you the kind of income that actually allows you to live life on your term and achieve the thing that you want to achieve and being able to enjoy when things are normal, let alone when we are in a crisis. I know how tough the situation is now. That's why I try to get the information and share the information so my fellow immigrant can actually be informed and take action so that we don't get too much behind when the economy get back to normal, and then we are able to go out again and work and change our life and pursue the thing that make us leave our country and come here to achieve them, right? So today in this video, I want to talk about the stimulus checks that we've been waiting for as an employee that lost your job, or maybe you're still working but you're working part-time because the workload has been reduced, so you are definitely making less income and not able to take care of everything. That's why we are expecting more money from the government, more stimulus check, especially as a gig workers. Then you don't even actually have like any employer that will offer some benefit and stuff like that to keep you going. You are led by yourself. So in this video, I want to share some important news, some good news that actually make me to stay late night to shoot this video. So as I'm filming this video now, it's currently 2 a.m. And why am I filming this at 2 a.m.? So I happen to be one of the people that don't watch too much TV, but because of the crisis that we're in, from time to time, I'll stand by and watch the news. So today, around 5 p.m., I believe, so I was watching the TV, and then I hear in the news that the FDA has actually allowed an emergency treatment, allow a drug that can actually help with the virus that we are actually facing, right? So that drug now it's been approved just today, so they're gonna put it into action and they're gonna use it in a hospital for patients that are really really sick, that the sickest people in a hospital, most of those who are hospitalized in the ICU, they're gonna start using that drug on them and probably expand to other people who maybe even recovering from home. So that's good news. So I understand that because of how long this thing is taking and how long we have not been working or making any money, we are expecting as good news stimulus checks and stuff like that. But to me, this is the most important great news, because when you are home, when everything goes well, and you are complaining and you are just wondering about what to eat, it's not the same like the people that has been affected and in a hospital just thinking, will I make it, stuff like that, right? So if we have a news that there is something, it may not be a cure yet, but it's just like a providing treatment that actually, like when I've been watching on the news, and then I went in and did my research and read a lot. That's why I stayed in my office this late and read a lot about it. And so what I'm saying is, they're saying that even though this is not a cure, it's actually allowing people who can recover from the impact of the virus to actually go home 4 days fewer than if they were not using this particular drug, right? So that's a good news, because as an insurance agent or sales manager, I used to go to the hospital a lot. I used to work with nursing home, and I see how tough or how hard it is to be a patient in a hospital, let alone in an ICU. So if you're in an ICU waiting for either to go home, or you don't know if things are gonna go worse and then you're gonna pass, for instance. So if you have a news that um, because of a treatment or because of this drug, you can now go home 1 day earlier, 2 day earlier, let alone 4 days earlier. It's really, really, really a great news. So I wanna, share that. I wanna share my thought on that and take it as a positive step going toward the end of this crisis that we are actually going through. So, I definitely believe that we're gonna come out of this. This is gonna be over soon. It may be taking time, but we're gonna come out of this again, and we're gonna get back to maybe not normal, but we're gonna get back to close to normal, because I totally believe that the world is not gonna be fully normal ever again. We're gonna be going and talking about before the virus and after the virus and stuff like that. So it's really important that we start getting those good news. And I know that people are not sleeping. People in the medical field, they are keep improving and studying and stuff. So they definitely gonna come with something that is gonna help us to recover fully and start recovering our economy. Which brings me to the next good news that you may be expecting, which is like how many check we're gonna have. So we've been talking about a lot of those stimulus. We know the stimulus Care Act. We know the Care Act, phase 1, phase 2. Now, providing money for individuals through of the 1,200 a week. So a lot of people has been receiving their check, and the second wave has started this week, and a lot of people actually do receive the money. Now, we talk about the PPP. So the Paycheck Protection Program, that is still open through of the SBA and the lenders that were approved to distribute this loan. So other people may be waiting for the grant, the SBA grant and the loan from the SBA, even though the second wave has been approved and the SBA has provided more money toward those stimulus. The website of the SBA for the idle loan and the grant has never been open. We've been waiting and checking every 30 minutes. I go on that website and we can't see the application to apply for it. So everybody actually fall back on the PPP. That's for small businesses that has less than 500 employee. But the thing that we're seeing it, like the bankers, the lenders, they are making it harder for really small people or small company that self-employed sole proprietors or people who with 5 to 25 employees. They are finding it more difficult to get access to the money. But then they are the one that are bigger. They are the one that are getting the money, because the bank probably thinking they have a guarantee, even though we're saying that this PPP loan can be forgiven. So what happened if it's not? So the bank are thinking that way, and even though the SBA say that they should not discriminate, they should not favor anybody that they should give the money on a first come basis, we can realize clearly that the lenders, they are doing their best to give the money to people that they know that even if those loans were not forgiven, they will still be able to recover their money. So the situation is there, but what should you do? So apply anyway. Apply anyway while it's still open. I know the money available for the PPP is going to be exhausted very soon as well. But as long as they didn't say that it's exhausted, that it's open, by any means, try your best to get into your bank or get to any other community bank or credit union that are offering this loan and apply. And you may not just apply with one, you can actually apply with 1, 2, or 3 lenders. Whatever go through for you, then you take the money, you use it for the purpose that the loan is for, and then you can be forgiven for the loan. But my point is, go for it. Even if it's not forgiven, the people that, the kind of immigrant that I'm talking about, sometimes we tend to not to want to get too much credit, right? We don't want to get into loans and stuff like that. But I'm telling you, right now, we're just going through some tough time. So any money that you can put your hands on, it's good to take. Like even the government, the way they are thinking, it's not the time to be thinking about our debt. So we are in this crisis. So we need to give money to the people, so we get the money, and then we're gonna worry about how we're gonna pay later on, because we know that the economy is gonna get back to where we were, especially in America. This is a country where we were trained to fight for our independence. So that's how we are built in this country. So when this is clear, that we feel a little safer, then we could go out there again and produce, so we can pay the debt that we may incur, and then still achieve great things, which I totally believe that we're gonna come out of this stronger than we've even been before, because I know that through of crisis like this, that's when leaders and great entrepreneurs emerge, and they're gonna try to achieve things that were never done before. So this is your opportunity to be one of those leaders. This is your opportunity to be one of those entrepreneurs that are gonna emerge, which is my next point. What to focus on, what to keep your focus on as we are going through this crisis. So what to focus on for me, right? You need to stay active. You need to stay active, because even if we have some of those bills that are currently not voted yet. So when those bills, maybe one of them, they're talking about 2,000 a month, they're talking about 1,000 a month, maybe the stimulus, the 1,200 that we got before, maybe they're gonna make it monthly and stuff like that. I don't know, but we are hoping for more money, and I can guarantee that I know that there is gonna be more money, because this thing is taking definitely long. And as we're going through May, and then we're gonna get to June, then we have the second half of the year left to go after. So I believe from the second part of the year, the recovery process must start from there. And in order to actually boost that recovery process, we will need those stimulus check, and they definitely gonna come, whether for employees or for small businesses. It's definitely gonna come in either way to help with the economy. The question is, are you ready? So a lot of people that I've been talking to, a lot of people that I was able to be in touch with, that have been really affected with this crisis. When you look, we haven't even filed our taxes. for 2019. So that's what I say. You need to stay active. Being active is things that you need to do to be ready. You need to get them down now because you have time. Before, we used to complain and we have excuses because we have to go to work and we don't have time to do things. Now that you're not working and now that we have technology, you need to use the technology. Even if you cannot go out to file your taxes, I know people have been working from home and they're doing Zoom on the phone. They can get your information by email. You can send your information and you could get your taxes done. So don't wait. Don't wait. If you haven't filed your 2019 tax yet, this is the time you need to file those taxes. This way, the IRS will have your information as well. So if any stimulus come out again, now they have your information that are accurate, and then you will be one of the first to actually get your money. That is really important. The other way that I want you to stay active is by thinking, how am I going to come off of this crisis? So when the crisis is over, how are you going to come out, as a victim or as a helper? So for me, in this time, this is the most important time to go out there, not out, but like to show up, whether through the internet. There is a lot of virtual summit, online workshop and stuff like that, where you can actually acquire new skill or new skill set that are gonna position you. So when we come up from this pandemic, so you're not gonna come out as a victim, but you're gonna position yourself as a problem solver, right? Because some of the study or some of the training that I've been through, what I've learned, that in order to build wealth or in order to become rich or just in order to become financially independent, you have to be a problem solver. So I totally believe that this period of time, we're gonna have a lot of entrepreneurs that are gonna break through, that are gonna have massive success. Why do I believe that? Because the definition of an entrepreneur is a problem solver. So an entrepreneur, if an entrepreneur is somebody that solve a problem, so maybe you are not an entrepreneur, or maybe you are a small business owner, you are an independent contractor, or you are a self-employed, and you did not have some problem to solve, or you did not know which problem you should solve for people. Right now, as we are going through this crisis, there is a lot of problem out there. There is a lot of problem that people are going to need solution for. So as we are going through the crisis and you are home, instead of watching Netflix or spending all your time on social media, this is the time for you to go out there and learn new skills, right? Go on the internet, sign up for free. There's a lot of free workshops and stuff like that. And there is a paid workshop, some of them. And a lot of company, a lot of people that are doing those kind of training, they are offering like a huge discount that, you can put yourself out there and get the knowledge so that you can be valuable in the community as we are going through recovery. So it's really important that you make a decision. It has to be a decision. Don't just be passive. Don't just be waiting for whatever happen, I'll take it. No, you have to be active and you have to be proactive. So learn a new skill. At this moment, the thing that I believe we need to focus on, if you don't have like a massive, huge entrepreneur business, because we can see how big businesses, they are taking advantage of even this loan, and small people, small businesses, people that we really need the money, we cannot even get access to it. So this is why we have to make everything possible to become big, to come out big as well, right? So how do you come out big? You have to be valuable. You have to provide value in the marketplace. So how do you provide value in the marketplace? By acquiring them first. You cannot pour from an empty container. So you need to pour into yourself first. You need to position yourself with those new knowledge by finding the kind of problem that people will be facing during this recovery time, so you can match the new skill that you learn with the problem that they are facing, and then you're gonna get paid. And as you get good solving that problem, you're gonna get more and more clients. So one of the things that you can actually learn through this time also is marketing. If you learn marketing, then you can know how to reach more people with the solution that you have. And as you solve the problem for more and more people, then you can reach financial independence. Then you can do things differently. So if, God forbid, anything like this happens again, then you're not going to be in a situation that you really need the money. So that's what I'm doing this video for, to challenge you to go out there, to position yourself, to learn a new skill, so that you should be ready. Because even the stimulus that they are talking about, right? Let's talk about, for instance, the ABC Act, the bill ABC that may be vote if it's come to pass. And it's talking about what, 2000, the other one talking about maybe 2000 now, and then at 1000 every month. So if you live in New York or California, right, what is actually 2000? Can you actually pay rent or mortgage with 2000 and then still put food on the table and do other stuff? That is not enough. That is not definitely not gonna be enough. That's why, even though we are expecting, we want to get those money, it will be helpful. If it comes, good. But don't just be waiting passively for those money. Find a new way to create income for yourself. Find a way to learn a new skill. So even if you get those little money, you can take care of the basic things and use part of it to invest in some training or some new way to create income, so it can be multiplied. So when we come up from this crisis, you're gonna become a totally new person. You're gonna come up with a new business that is gonna be helping people, and then it's gonna give you fulfillment. That's the reason why I'm doing this presentation. That's the reason why I stay up this late in my office, so that I can research and read about all those information and share with you. I said there's a lot of big YouTubers that are sharing information and stuff like that, but I understand that, especially first generation immigrant like myself, we don't face this crisis the same way. So I'm coming in a position, somebody just like you, just coming here 7 years ago, and have to do it all together by myself. It's been tough without the crisis. Now with the crisis, it's just like a totally something else. So I understand what we are going through, but the thing is, as we are going through it, we have to learn something from it, and we have to position ourselves in a way that at the end, through the recovery process, that may take 5 or more years. So you don't just keep going as a victim, but so you should be on the other side of people who are providing help, people who are providing solution. And if when you provide solution, you're definitely gonna get paid for it, and you're gonna learn how to do things differently, kind of investing money. If you are producing, you are getting active income, then you want to start generating passive income. That is going to be the topic of my next video. I want to start talking about some passive income way for us to be prepared. So if something like this happen again, God forbid, so we shouldn't be affected like we've been by this one. We've been totally surprised this time, but then we need to learn from it, and we need to prepare, so that if God forbid it happens again, we shouldn't be affected like this and just be waiting for the government money and stuff like that. So that is my topic for today. Thank you so much for watching. And again, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, this is the time to do it. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification button, so anytime that I put a new video, you'll be one of the first to receive it. And if you like or get value from my content, please like, comment, and share so more people can see it. Thank you so much for watching again, and I see you in my next video. Bye bye for now.